Linux run చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. Just assume if I want to run Linux on this Windows machine, is that possible? Is that possible? That is one question. One question. That would have same thing. I am using Android mobile and I want to run Windows on my Android mobile. Is that possible? Is that possible? Any answer? Shiva Krishna, is that possible? Okay. Actually, the answer is directly it is not possible. I cannot use Windows on Android mobile because this is different operating system. This is different operating system. In the same way, I am using Windows 10 operating system and I cannot run Linux on the same machine. But just in case, if I want to use Windows operating system on Android mobile, then I have to do something called as cloning or virtualization. I have to do something called as virtualization. So this is my actual platform. This is my actual platform. It might be anything. So I'm just taking, it might be Android, it might be Windows 10 or anything. On top of this platform, I have an operating system. I have an operating system on top of it. So let me take something called as Android. So I'll take something called as Windows, right? So this is my platform, that is my hardware. On top of my hardware, I have given Windows operating system, and on top of this Windows operating system, I will design software. I'll design a software, that is virtualization. That is virtualization. Platform, it means my hardware. On top of platform, I have installed an operating system, that is Windows 10. On top of that, I have taken a software called virtualization. Now on this particular platform, I will install an operating system called Linux, right? On top of this, I will install an operating system called Linux. So this is actually the process. This is actually the process. Right? As per my example, you understood, right? On top of hardware, I'm installing an operating system. And on top of operating system, I'm installing a virtualization software. And on top of that virtualization software, I am building a new virtual machine or new machine. See, we cannot run two machines on the same PC. If you want to run two machines on the same PC, you have to enable virtualization, right? So if I am enabling virtualization, then I can use both Windows and Linux on same machine. The same thing here also on mobile portal. If I am doing a concept called as cloning, then I can use both Android theme as well as Windows theme on my Android mobile, right? So that is possible only when we do something different or when we enable virtualization. Now that we all know it very clearly, here in this Windows platform, we call this Linux or this platform, this particular zone as a virtual machine. Virtual machine. So here very clear thing. In AWS also we are doing the same thing. We are buying the platform, and on top of platform there is a concept called as hypervisor. There is a concept called as hypervisor. So let me do it here for you. So this is my platform. On top of platform I have hypervisor, and on top of hypervisor I can design my virtual machine. Got it? So this is my platform. On top of platform, I have a concept called hypervisor. On top of hypervisor, I have a concept called virtual machine, right? So here in this concept, in this particular thing, we call it as, this is the platform, and this is, if you remember, it is Zen hypervisor. In the previous sessions, we have discussed about it. So it is Zen hypervisor. On top of Zen hypervisor, we are going to create a virtual machine. And here that particular virtual machine is called as EC2. That particular machine is called as EC2. Got this point, everyone? So here you can see it very clearly. What happens if I want to use Linux on my PC? Okay. What happens if I want to use Linux on my PC? So there is one solution. I need to remove my Windows 10 operating system. I need to freshly install Linux operating system on this machine. That is one solution. But I don't want to remove my Windows operating system. Ante na Windows operating system remove cheyalanukoట్లేదు. So at that time, what we can do? We have to install a virtualization software, that is either Hyper-V or VMware. Then I need to configure that on my Windows operating system. And on top of that virtualization concept, I have to create a new machine, new virtual machine in which I can install Linux operating system, right? So that is what is actually the process for Windows or within the machine, right? Within the corporate company machine. So this is how we'll operate here, right? But when you go to cloud, you know, right? In the cloud, there is directly platform. On top of platform, we have hypervisor. In AWS, it is called as Zen hypervisor. And on top of Zen hypervisor, you're going to create your virtual machine. And that particular virtual machine in AWS is called as EC2. In AWS, that particular machine is called as EC2. Right? Here, EC2. And if you are using multiple virtual machines, so we can call directly virtual machines on Windows platform or Azure platform. But in AWS platform, we call it as instant. We call it as instant. So here comes our actual concept. See, we have to understand there are many things ahead to go. So as of now, we are going to discuss only few things, right? Okay. So EC2 instant. So we will understand EC2 is nothing but a virtual machine. జనరల్ గా అజూర్ క్లౌడ్ లో కానివ్వండి, మీ కార్పొరేట్ మెషిన్స్ లో కానివ్వండి, సర్వర్ పైన ఒక పీసీ మళ్ళీ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తే దాన్ని మనం వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ అని పిలుస్తాం. ఓకే, సో సేమ్ వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as EC2 instance in AWS, right? Elastic Compute Cloud. So what would be the definition of EC2? What would be the definition of EC2? Anyone knows about this definition? Okay, so I'll let you know. So EC2 is actually a scalable computing capacity in AWS cloud, right? So EC2 is right. So it is very simple. EC2 is actually the infrastructure. EC2 is actually the infrastructure with which we are. Uh, Sorry, there was a small disconnect in the internet, so now you might get the voice properly. Okay, EC2. Want me to repeat? Okay. Okay, is cloud, scalable computing infrastructure, right? Simply it is called as infrastructure. Infrastructure that can be upgraded and that can also be degraded. So that is called as scalability. Okay. So EC2 is a scalable computing capacity in the AWS cloud, right? Okay. Next point. So in in Amazon or in AWS, if you want to create EC2, you should know in which region or in which zone you are creating the machine. If you want to create a virtual machine, see, you are not going to create all the virtual machines. So you are going to create only instance which is required for your company, right? If you are creating some such sort of something, right, such sort of a Linux or such sort of a Windows or such sort of a SQL server, anything, any operating system, you have to select particular zone or region. How these zones are available? Yes, there are overall 77 zones of AWS, and it is already available in 24 regions, 24 different regions of the globe. Okay, so 24 global regions are available, which is again spread into 77 different zones. 77 different zones. We can make a note of this point. So AWS is available, AWS EC2 is available in 77 zones, and which is 24 regions across the globe. Okay. Right. So we'll discuss something about EC2. So there are many things in EC2. I'll show it to you one by one right now, practically as well. Okay. So assume that there are some properties of EC2 or the information about EC2. The first thing is EC2 can be called as scalable machinery, right? So we call it as scalability. That is, you can increase or decrease the resources. Increase or decrease the resources. Increase or decrease the resources. The second one is, right. So you can configure as many as virtual servers you require. You can configure as many as virtual servers you require. అంటే EC2 లో మనం సర్వర్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తాం అండ్ ఈ సర్వర్స్ కి స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటి అంటే ఎప్పుడు కావాలి అంటే అప్పుడు మనం స్కేలబిలిటీ యూటిలైజ్ చేస్తాం అంటే రిసోర్సెస్ ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తాం లేదా డిక్రీజ్ చేస్తాం ఓకే సో ఇన్ EC2 యూ కెన్ బిల్డ్ యాజ్ మెనీ యాజ్ వర్చువల్ సర్వర్స్ యూ వాంట్ and on top of your virtual servers you can that virtual servers can be upgraded and degraded. It means you can add infra and you can remove infra, right? Or you can add resource and you can remove the instance, right? So that is what is called as scalability with virtual servers. And next one is configure security, network, not just network, it's networking and storage. So if you remember on the first section, I told you about this. So you can configure security, networking, and storage, right? So in AWS, if you want to configure networking, where we are going to go? So we are going to EC2. That's very simple. And one more biggest thing. So in EC2, scale up options and scale either up or down. Scale up or scale down is totally built. Is built as you use, right? Pay as you go and గుర్తుంది. It is simple again. Pay as you go. It is not hourly basis now. It is per minute basis. For how many minutes you use the machine, you will be charged only for that particular time. So if you are in a small company, you'll not use the server for whole day. You'll use the server only for the productivity. Like if you are designing some development software within your company, so the employees are available only from 9 to 6. So your class will be available only from 9 to 6. Got it? Someone wants to speak or please do not enable anyone's camera. Okay. So this is what is available. If you want to check billing in EC2 also, the billing will be based upon your EC2 utilization, right? And apart from this, in EC2 we have options like storage options. You know about storage option, right? Storage means where the actual storage is available, where the actual storage. What do you mean by actual storage? So that is nothing but we call it as the root volume. Root volume. Root volume means root volume means it's very simple. That is the administrative folder. Administrative folder. Hope you remember slash root. That is the directory where all the administrator things are available. Right now here the storage options for root volume are. So hope we discussed it before. Again we'll go with EBS. Right. EBS means Elastic Block Store. EBS means Elastic Block Store. And second one, it is Instance Store. So we got two different types of storage options in EC2. One is EBS and the other one is internal store. Right. Internal store might be many things like internal memory and we can see SSD, HDD, all these things considered as instance store. Right. So I'll write it here somewhere. HDD and SSD. So these types can be called as instance store. And EBS means it is very simple. It is located in different location. It is located in different location. It means it is a network based attached storage. It is a network based attached storage, right? And next comes servers which are already configured. So I'll take it here number 5. That is we actually call it as pre-configured templates. We call them as pre-configured templates in which the servers are pre-designed. It means EC2, infrastructure based చేసుకొని automatic already built చేసి పెట్టారు. You are just supposed to click on it and then you configure it as you wish. According to your requirement, you can configure. Okay. So that particular thing is called as pre-configured templates. Mostly these templates are servers. Right? Mostly templates are created for servers. So next number 6. In number 6, you can see you might get a doubt before I told you something like okay, AWS is available in. So I mean to say AWS EC2 is available in 77 zones and 24 regions. 24 regions. So this is what is availability. AWS is available in 77 zones and 24 regions. Now you might get it out. By default, how many EC2 instances I can create in one single region, right? So if I am a student, I'll get it out. In one region, how many EC2 instances we can create? Okay, in one region, by default, by default, by default, we can create 20 EC2 instances. 20 EC2 instances. In one region, by default, we can create 20 EC2 instances. See here, it is again confusing for you. Okay. Just now I told that you can create as many as you want, but now I am telling only 20. So okay. So this is by default option. You can create EC2 without contacting AWS sales team. But just in case if you want more instances, yes, you can pay and you can request for more. You can pay and you can request for more. But if you want to create up to 20, there is no need of anyone's approval, or you don't need to contact the sales team, right? So EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud 2. Now we got some types of EC2. Types of EC2. So before going to these types, I'd like to show you about the above things. So about the EC2 instance. So hope everyone remember this AWS console. I have already logged into this console, in which on the services page I can see multiple services here, right? Multiple services. Okay. So out of which we can see compute, containers, robotics, machine learning, storage, database, all these things, right? So now I'm going to select compute option. In that compute option, I'm going to select EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. All right. So now you can see all the things available here, EC2 dashboard, on which you can see all these things are available, but we don't want all these things. So we will disturb this. I'll just show you this time. So instances, and you can see instances type. So what all the instance types we have as of now here. So this will cover it now. You can see many things available. It's getting changed here. So I'll show you that. And templates. So by default, we got some templates here. So you can see new launch template, create a launch template. So if I select create launch template, it's going to show me what all my templates available here, right? So as of now, we are not going to disturb this because we don't know what to do in the instance, right? So these are different types of templates available here. So we'll select that particular thing. And we have an option called instances here. So this is what is our instance where one machine is already running. We'll see it. Okay. So let's see types of EC2 instances. Types of EC2 instances. All right here. Types of EC2 instances. Right. So here you have to remember this is most important. Of course, at the time of practice, you might not experience all these things, but in real time, this is mandatory. Types of EC2 instances is mandatory. Though it is not available or though it is not shown anywhere, you're going to utilize the same EC2 option. Right. The first one is general purpose. General purpose. So general purpose means it is by default balancing all the computing options, memory options, storage options, and network resources. It is by default balancing all the things. So that particular thing is called as general purpose. And the second one we call it as compute optimized. So there are many companies who require this infrastructure in different ways. For some people, storage is the mandatory thing. For some companies, compute is mandatory thing. And for some companies, memory-based things are mandatory. And for some companies, like if you're using a game or if you're playing a PUBG game, for those people who are playing PUBG game, application server is much important as well as graphics are also much important, right? So at that time, we are going to use a type of instance which will fulfill their requirement. Okay. So general purpose కోసం EC2 instance use చేస్తాం and compute optimized EC2 instance. I'll write something like, see I'm writing randomly. It is again memory optimized. Next, storage optimized. And next, accelerated. Call it as accelerated computing. Okay. For your understanding, I'm writing it as graphic Bahubali cinema తీయాలి అనుకుంటే, if I want to do something in Bahubali movie, first thing I require accelerated computing. It means graphics will be enabled, right? And next, high memory optimized. So the major thing here we have to remember is for all the things we have some requirement. Like if I want to create a web server, For me, the compute is most important. If you want to play PUBG, graphics is more important, right? And if you want to run some banking applications, again the same thing. Fast frequency like nitro boosters are required and high RAM is required at that point. So for those things we use this type of EC2 instances. And every day there is some or the other update in the market with which we are missing the previous edition. So here we have to understand what is the previous generation. Till now we did not experience anything such like that. Okay, but yes, while using Android operating system, all of you are kings because you have seen different versions of our Android operating systems. It started somewhere around with what we say different editions of Android version like KitKat, ice cream sandwich, jelly bean, Android Pie, Android 10 now. And for every alphabet, there is some or the other name. Hope everyone remember Android Nugget, uh, Android Oreo, all these things, different names. But yes, we understood that these are the versions available. So here also we are going to see the previous generation. It is very simple. If there is ABCD in general purpose of old one, now it might be only BCD. A is gone. A is previous version, right? The same way in the upcoming days also. If we are using BCD now, tomorrow it might be only CD. B might go, right? So that is why it is update. So we have to understand even the previous generation things which are available. Okay. All right. You might ask me why which is required. Yes, it is actually required. It is actually required. If you know the previous generation, then it is very easy for you to shift or upgrade to the latest generation. And here you have to remember, if you want to jump from previous generation to latest generation, here the cost will be decreased. Remember, the cost will be decreased. ఇక్కడ కాస్ట్ అనేది పెరగదు. పాత వర్షన్ నుంచి కొత్త వర్షన్ కి వస్తే కాస్ట్ పెరగదు, కాస్ట్ అనేది తగ్గుతుంది. If you are jumping from old version to new version, the cost will be decreased, right? So that particular thing is called as previous generation. So if you can see types of instances, you can see types of EC2 instances. So here general purpose instance, compute optimized instance, memory optimized, and we have n number of things here. So we are just discussing about only few things in EC2. For us, it is mandatory to understand that in EC2 there are all these different types of instances which can